Oh my
Oh,
goodness. The
oh,
new man got the intro
oh,
right.
let's go, dude. It's that juggling, dog. It's that juggling of multiple things, MJ. MJ, welcome, ladies and
Hi,
gentlemen, boys and
Bruce.
girls, children of all ages, to another edition of Third Down Thursdays. That's MJ. I'm Coach Bruce. Welcome, 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 MJ. What's up, dog? How are you?
I am good. 9 holes of golf today. Shot better than I expected. Just playing solo. Played really well. Putting was just really bad. That's okay. I can fix that. I can fix the putting. It's the other things that I can't fix sometimes. So I didn't top a single iron shot today, which I was very proud of myself for that. I had a few that I know I just tried to hit too hard, and so they sliced a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But overall, the game was very good. I played very safe. Only hit driver twice.
Slow and easy, dog. Slow and easy. Let the club head do
just
the work.
moving it towards the hole. Speaking of which, Bruce, I don't know why we're spending time on me.
We're experiencing 1 to 3 inches already. We're expecting about 2 more inches.
MJ, let me. I appreciate that very professional transition that I ruined by adding that. But so
Thank you.
MJ, recently I have become a father.
Yes.
What do you know? Like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait. Let's get a little. Wait, where is it? Hold on. There it is. Found it.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So, oh my God, let me tell you, dude. It was it's quite the experience, my guy. It's quite the experience. So we ended up. I'm gonna break down the whole story. So let's get rid of the how you feeling, Bruce, because we all know damn well that I'm feeling amazing.
Right.
Little tired, but amazing.
Yes.
But we'll break it down. So actually, like, we created a little banner action for this. Create a little banner action. So
I love this.
So, all right. So, full story. So, I sit back, grab your popcorn, everybody. We got a story to tell. So last Friday, I get a text message, or I get a phone call. I'm on the 11th hole. I'm golfing okay. By the way, with my golfing, my driver was awesome. My irons were awesome. I was hitting fucking amazing. However,
Really?
my putting, I was putting like absolute dog shit. I was like 3 putting and 4 putting, dude. It was bad.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. But anyways, I digress. So on the 11th hole, I get a phone call. The wifey calls me. Ring. Hey, what's up, love? Hey, the first thing. This is the first thing she hit me with, dude. This is the first thing. Don't be worried. Don't panic. That was the first thing she said to me. That was the first thing she said. She's like, "Don't worry. Don't panic." But just so you know, I'm going to the hospital because there's some things going on downstairs that I want to get checked on, make sure everything's okay. And I was like, all right, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I'm like, all right, fair. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to come with you just in case. So I hang up the phone with her. I'm like, all right. So, and keep in mind, this is a golf outing with work and stuff. So I'm like, sorry guys, like I gotta go. I gotta go. And I drive over to the hospital, meet her there. We're in the room. We're in the room to get checked out and stuff like that. And they did the initial test. And by the way, some of this shit is very archaic, the way they do these tests, mind you.
Okay.
So one is just like a little piece of like a piece of paper. They take a little piece of paper and they touch the area, so to speak, and they see if it changes colors. If it doesn't change colors, that means the fluid hasn't released from the womb.
Right.
And the woman's like, oh, it's just slightly. I don't think it's not a big deal. Blah blah blah.
So they do a litmus test.
I guess
essentially,
yes. But and then they did a little bit more invasive test. And that bad boy came back hella blue, like boom, like yep. So
go time, yeah.
So it was go time. It was like at this point, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, Friday afternoon, and we're like, oh crap, like this is crazy, like like my wife Celine, for all y'all that don't know, she looks at me. She's like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, because she was our daughter was supposed to be born like 3 weeks later,
Right.
not right away. So everything's cool, everything's great, and so we end up getting it upstairs to the room. Long story short, though, it took a little bit of time. There's some other things that came up. This is actually I want to add this story. I don't want to add the other stuff. I want to add this story.
Okay.
So Celine waited for a little bit to have an epidural done, and during the course of it, like, she wasn't in like big time pain, but it was enough. And finally, she got to the point where she's like, okay, I need to have the epidural. And for those of you that don't know, the epidural is like the needle is like super large or super long. No family, no one else could be in the room with her while she's getting the epidural. My wife is super scared of needles and blood draws and all that stuff. And so at one point, the nurse actually said to her, like, oh, your heart rate's higher than the baby's heart rate.
Oh,
right. Just because she was having a little bit of a panic attack with it. So she's okay, though. She was all right. The anesthesiologist that was doing the work for the actual epidural, he's like, you need to calm down. So basically, first of all, you never tell a woman, regardless if she's pregnant or not, to calm down. Like that's the one thing I've learned. Do I still do it? Yes. Sometimes.
Red flag number one. Yeah.
Right. Oh, thank you, son. I appreciate that, brother. So the funny thing is, this is how you know she's my wife. Her response to this man that told her to calm down was, "Shut the fuck up. Maybe if I wasn't alone, I'd be calm." And then his response was, "Excuse me," and she was like, "If I have to say it again, you're gonna get smacked." It was great. So,
oh my gosh.
So she got the epidural. Everything was good. She was fine. So she got the epidural. Everything went okay. He left. And then, so long story longer, we finally ended up everything ended up messing up. We were putting it.
Yeah.
11:09 on Saturday morning. Little Liana Joy decided to grace us with her presence, and yours truly is a father now. It's
that's crazy.
Let me tell you, man, it's an absolute trip.
So average hours of sleep in the last.
It's gotten better. So the night of her potentially having the baby, I got a combined 45 minutes of sleep.
Right.
Since then, last night was okay. I actually got probably 5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
The night before, I probably got around 3.5, 4 hours. So that was fine. It's different from when I was coaching basketball, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's been it's been good though. It's been good, man. Everything's been okay. It's been no complaints. It's just, let me tell you, man, having seeing everything and seeing the little girl when she comes out and everything and seeing all that stuff, man. Some people say it's not for the faint of heart, but it is worth every single second, because as soon as you see your wife, partner, girlfriend, whatever, with that little one in their respective arms, right away, right after the birth. Oh my God, dude! My heart melted. I was crying. I was dude, it was awesome. It was really cool.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. I told Paige, I'm like, I am so mad that I'm not there.
It's all good, man.
Because that's so cool. I'm so happy. And she's adorable.
Dude, she's beautiful. She is amazingly gorgeous. So secretly in my head, I was like, I really hope I don't have an ugly baby.
No, yeah, that's a legit concern. 100%.
It really is. People like legitimately. I think about that stupid shit like that. I'm like, I don't, because you know how like everyone's like, oh, your baby's gorgeous, you know, this, that, and the other.
But in their head, they're like, oh, that little alien. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, but it was cool because like everyone that like talked with us and like talked to. Granted, like of course the nurses are gonna say that and whatever, but thankfully, like I had like there was a nurse, dude. So crazy thing right here. I didn't tell you about this. So one of the nurses, their son, I actually coached in basketball.
Really?
Dude, it was such a small, and I got even better. One of the nurses that was learning, so she graduated from college or whatever.
Yeah.
She was a part of the learning nurses that was helping us out and getting equipment and stuff.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so like it was hilarious. Like
it's a family reunion.
Dude, it was funny. Like you never know, like again, it's 6 degrees of separation like in the world.
Yeah.
So, but
also, I do want to say Paige and I both commented. I don't know how long those pictures were taken of Celine and the baby after the baby was born, but how did Celine look that good right after? Like,
okay, so here's the kicker.
For real, it looked like Paige said it looked like she had full makeup done. Like,
so the funny thing is like she left directly after work. To go to the hospital.
Okay.
But, and she wasn't obviously able to take the makeup off when she was like laying in bed.
Right.
So, but I will say this though, her grandmother actually ended up helping her because she was in the room too during the actual, birthing.
Yeah.
Process. And like she's like fixed her. She's like, I swear I'm not gonna look ugly when we have this baby. So like,
I knew that.
But she didn't do her makeup. She did not do her makeup at all. It was all like from like the previous day. And yeah, but the what was the kicker? Oh, here's the other kicker. And a lot of women might actually get really upset that have had babies. It was she only pushed for 10 minutes. That was it. She only pushed for 10 minutes. I will advocate for this for the rest of my life, and I'm always going to say it. Make sure you work out. Make sure you go to the gym. Make sure you do things to keep yourselves healthy. Because I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, it makes it a lot more difficult. And also, make sure you have a good playlist because she had an amazing playlist. I'll never forget.
She's in here. Oh my gosh. 10 minutes?
10 minutes. That's all. That's all. Like,
so impressive.
Bro, like she just was like, no, I'm good. Dude, I even told her, like, I told her, like, flat out, like, she is an absolute badass. Like, I have no, I have nothing to say except positive things to her. And she knows that. I love you. I love you, babe. And I love our little girl. And it's such a cool thing, bro. But yeah, dude, she fucking 10 minutes, bro.
That's also shout out to the little one for not being stubborn. Like, I've met both of you, and the fact that she was willing to just like pop out.
Fair.
That's impressive because I was not expecting. Like, my niece did not want to come out. Dude, she was so stubborn.
And then so while there, like, thankfully, MJ, that like I had like, and this is not like a whatever, but thankfully I was able to watch like NBA basketball too and be able to.
Otherwise, you would have gone crazy.
Oh, dude, because like I was like, because my anxiety was like crazy. Like, and she knows this. Like, she knows when I'm anxious and whatever. Because like I don't stop moving. Like I can't. That's not who I am. I'm always I always have to move. I always have to be doing something. And that's basically what I was doing. I was like, "Oh, you want me to clean this? I'll clean this. Don't worry about it." And like the nurse is like, "Sir, that's gonna get cleaned by and that's already done." She's like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, man, like, dude, it was awesome. Like, everything was great. She's healthy. We went to we had to go to the pediatrician yesterday. She's good to go. Celine had
that's awesome.
After pregnancy or postpartum, there you go. Checkup today. Everything's good with that. So. Yeah, man, like it's about raising my daughter to be the best she can be and make sure no fucking guy touches her.
Oh yeah, and I will be right behind you. What's that one movie?
You're talking about Bad Boys 2.
Thank you.
Yep. No,
The
believe me.
fact that I just said, "What's that one movie?" and you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Believe me, I have you've met all the guys that I like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all very much similar, and we're all just like dumbasses like that. So
I will be right behind you. I love that.
get it. But yeah, man. So there's no easy way to. Thank you so much, everybody. Real quick, MJ, before we transition.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for giving us the opportunity to express like what's been happening, everything that's been going on. I can't tell you how proud I am to be able to talk about this, to make this announcement, to talk about it just in general on a platform that we've built from the absolute ground.
Yeah.
Next week, I can't wait to do the live show from freaking.
I'm so excited.
Like it sucks that I'm not going to be able to be there, but like at the same time, man, I'm going to tell you, like I just can't tell you how proud I am for us to even have the opportunities that we have to be doing what we're doing, because it's amazing the perspective that I've gotten from handling all this and dealing with all of this. And I don't say dealing in a negative way.
No.
But just all of it. It's been really cool. So I like how I'm like working at the same time while I'm talking. But no, like I said, I just want to say just thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for the support. And make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you jump on our website. I've been slacking with regards to my write-ups and my video posts and what do you want to call it, t-shirt designs and stuff. But please realize that I'm gonna come back hard. That's what she said. Very soon, and we're gonna have some fun with that.
Before into any actual topics, not that these aren't actual topics, but you know what I mean.
All right.
Couple things. Number one, I want to give Connor a huge shout out on a couple things. Okay, we went to the USFL game on Sunday, New Orleans versus Pittsburgh, and I did not know the type of field access that we were going to have. So first of all, thank you to Heather, Jeff Coates, and the USFL for giving us that type of access. They were wonderful. Everybody in the USFL was wonderful on Sunday. Connor and I had so much fun. Number two on that, shout out to Connor, because he didn't know what I was going to have him do. I didn't know what I was going to have him do before the game, because I had no clue what type of access we would have. And so, just on the spot, he did a stand-up, which
it was great. It was great.
He's a senior in high school, and he just off the rip did a stand-up at a professional football game with a few minutes of preparation, and I was incredibly impressed with what he was able to do. So I huge shout out to Connor. He also released his first article the other day, which the title is fantastic, Bruce. I don't know if you saw it. It's From LBJ to Le GM.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'll let you guys go read Connor's conclusions on Le GM. But he's done a fantastic job so far. Really excited about what he can continue to do.
Was that on purpose, by the way? Like,
what do you mean?
So, all right. So say that again. So say the article.
From LBJ to Le GM.
Okay, sorry. It cut out weirdly. So I heard you. It sounded like you said labium. I'm like, labium? What?
Oh. No.
Although that's a smooth transition into what Dylan Brooks has been talking about with LeBron James.
I'm not done, Bruce.
Oh, my bad.
We have another major announcement that we haven't done on the show.
Fair.
And this is so when I got this email, I called,
which is awesome.
I'll be honest, Bruce, I called my dad first. You were number two when I got this email.
Okay.
I got the email, and on Sunday, I am going to be covering for Third Down Thursdays a official PGA Tour event.
PGA, let's go!
And so I am super excited about this. So first of all, thank you to the PGA Tour for recognizing us. And thank you to the Zurich Classic. I don't know how to. Is it Zurich? Zurich Classic for having us out. So I'm going to be out there on Sunday. And then I'm hoping we can get approved for a couple other events. I've been looking at it. today, a couple other ones legitimately in the next month or so. And Bruce, you asked me about the John Deere Classic. I just think the application isn't open yet. Is all it is. I don't see one past June 1st.
Well,
on
the nice
here.
thing is I'm connected with the marketing director for the John Deere Classic. So now that we have this, we can use this as a jumping point. So MJ,
absolutely,
let's fucking
go. Very excited. So just expanding the resume. We'll be at the draft on Thursday. Huge draft show coming your way on Thursday. So PGA Tour and the NFL draft all in a week. Who would have thunk?
Dude, let me tell you something, MJ. Like, I feel just so happy right now. I just want to,
playoffs.
I don't even know.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope
We
we
don't talk
can win
about
a game.
playoffs.
But no, I love it, man. Like, it's good stuff. It's definitely like, we've expanded not only our writers platform, we've expanded our social media. I guess what's the word I'm looking for, MJ? Reach?
Audience?
We'll go reach. That's fine. I was reaching for something there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, no, it's good stuff. It's definitely something that we've wanted to do for a while. It's kind of crazy that's turned into this after a pandemic.
Yeah, it's and I was talking to a few people at the USFL game, and they were curious because they're like, "Who are you?" And what are you doing here? And what I always say was, I
don't know you.
I'm like, we're a sports media company that started out as a podcast with me and my high school baseball coach during COVID. I said, and then I say, we've been blessed to cover the NFL, blah, 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 blah. The list is a lot longer now than it was a couple of months ago.
I'll think about that.
Which is just crazy. So I am very excited. And I always think of it in this realm. This is the last thing I have to say. I think of it in this realm. USFL, minor league baseball, or PGA Tour credentials. And we've added four major sporting areas in the last year, in the last 4 months. And that's just wild.
And we've been able to cover a golf expo. We've been able to cover just completely things that like you wouldn't think that we would be able to do. Just 7 months ago.
It's crazy.
Just jump on. Joel Embiid pushing people, trying to kick people. All right.
He pulled a Draymond Green.
Oh, I love it. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. But before we jump on that train, we got to one more time.
Particular game, if he steps the wrong way or something. Visit.
I'm sorry. Anyway, MJ, NBA playoffs are going on right now. Last night, I don't know if you saw my tweet. I said my tweet was my degenerate bet for last night was the Lakers to win by 1.5. We saw at one point, I think they were down by at least 19, maybe around that number. It ended up biting me in the ass. Go figure. I thought it was a lock because Ja Morant's out. We had, Steven Adams is out. Who else was out for the Grizzlies? Somebody else. Who was it? Can't remember. Anyway, that's not my point. My main thing was I'm pissed off about how poor the Lakers played. Suddenly Reeves wasn't such an all-star anymore. Austin Reeves wasn't such an all-star anymore. And you saw LeBron looking every bit of 38. So don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. What I think he's doing is amazing. What I think the fact that he's still competing at a high level is awesome. And don't get me wrong, I still think Jordan's the greatest, and he's going to be. He's always the GOAT. But I don't know, MJ. I kind of want your opinion on this. Did Dylan Brooks awaken a sleeping giant by saying, and I'm paraphrasing now, he's old. He's not the same guy he was with the Cavaliers. What was I going to say? Cadillacs with the Cavaliers and with the Heat. Essentially calling him washed up. Do you think he's waking up a sleeping giant?
No, I don't. Because the Grizzlies are the better basketball team. The Lakers have the better players. They have the better individual players.
They have the names.
Yeah. LeBron and AD can outperform anybody on the Grizzlies on a given night.
Right.
But the Grizzlies are an all-around better basketball team. That's why they had the seed that they had going into the year, and the Lakers were in the play-in. There's a reason for that. But no, in terms of the Dylan Brooks comments, I think he's taking advantage of being on a big stage, and that's what that team feeds off of. So I think he's doing it more for the Grizzlies' sake than anything. I don't think LeBron James needs any extra motivation other than he's very competitive. And I saw a tweet. Somebody pulled a tweet of his from when he was watching playoff games at home last year. He's like, I'm never going to be watching these games at home again. Right. And so, he had to compete his ass off and actually really try in some of those play-in games.
And actually try.
Yeah. And for somebody who is so self-aware of their public perception and their legacy and all of that. Yes. For somebody who is so self-aware, he really does care about this series a lot. And I think he was going to give it his all anyway, because he gets a lot of even just GOAT credits per se for carrying 7-seed Lakers, yada, yada, yada. So, no, I don't think LeBron actually cares what Dylan Brooks says.
Agree. So to that point, LeBron averaged 35.5 minutes per game this year. It was actually, I think it was the second highest in the past 5 years. So I do think that the effort was there. It was more minutes per game than he averaged last year. Speaking to your point, he did not want to sit at home and not be a part of the NBA playoffs again. Now, about his competitiveness, I think that he's going to bust his ass. And to be honest with you, I think there's a part of me, as a competitor, hearing something like that, it pisses you off. Like if me personally, if I heard anyone talking to me or so personal example with you and I talking about running like the 40-yard dash against one another. I'm like, motherfucker, I'll whoop your ass. I might be almost 40 years old, but my ass is going to fucking win. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it might be, it's a poor example for, comparing LeBron James to me running a 40-yard dash, but the
point stands. Yeah.
The competitiveness in that regard though is still there. You want to always win. You want to push yourself to beat somebody that's talking shit or thinks that they can beat you. So now, on the contrary, on the other hand, I love what Dylan Brooks said. I think that's awesome. I think that having kind of like the villain, because I found myself, MJ, cheering for the Lakers. I did. Like, I did predict the Lakers to beat the Grizzlies in this series. I did. But I found myself like, man, you know what? Like, this is like the old guy versus the young upstart team that wants to like take over. I'm like, fuck these guys. Let's go, LeBron.
Yeah.
Fucking like pull your shit together. Fucking do your like 2 or 3 moves that you do and bully basketball and brick threes and go at them. That's terrible, I know. But legitimately, I found myself rooting for him. And like I said, though, I like what Dylan Brooks did say about LeBron, because I think that competitiveness, I love that competitiveness in NBA basketball. I think that you don't have it anymore because you don't have the rivalries that you used to have in regular season basketball, but it sure as hell hits in the NBA playoffs. So I love it. I think it's great, and it's a good thing. I think that the Lakers come out, and I think the Lakers are going to spank the Grizzlies. So I'm locking it again. I'm going to lock it in again, MJ. I'm locking it tomorrow night. The Lakers, is it tonight? No, it's tonight, right? Yeah, it's tonight. No, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the Lakers will beat the Grizzlies, and I'm locking it in.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. MJ. Now, you know what? Hold on. Before we get to this, we gotta, we gotta make sure that we're safe, we're secure. And,
Yep.
Yeah. Before we get to this, because I want to talk about this. So, but just make sure though, when you go home, which this team is going home, you got to make sure that they have great insurance.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you email Jeff at mybbig.com, make sure you let him know that Third Down Thursday sent you. Or you can give him a call at 704-464-4544. I am so shocked I remember that. And let him know that MJ is better than him at Call of Duty. So, MJ. To continue said conversation about a team going home and having insurance at home.
Yes.
All right. Light the beam, motherfuckers! I love the story behind the Sacramento Kings playing good basketball again, because I thought they got robbed back in the 2000s with Vlade Divac, Peja Stojakovic, Mike Bibby, freaking Chris Webber, all those cats. Like, I love that team. It was a fun Jay Williams. It was an awesome team, fun team to watch. They got robbed. To have that team, to have Sacramento, Sacktown. That's what I call my ball sack, Sacktown. To have that team, MJ, play the way that they're playing, and to go out against last year, defending champion, I love it. I think it's great. However, MJ, the main thing, I predicted the Warriors to beat Sacramento because I didn't think Sacramento could play the defense to prevent the Warriors from scoring, MJ. But
I didn't either.
They weren't a very good defensive team. But that being said, I want to speak to this before we speak a little bit about that series. Draymond Green got robbed. Golden State's getting robbed, getting screwed over by the NBA by having him being suspended for Game 3. And we all know the percentages behind teams that fall, to 0-3 in a series. It's not a very good chance of them coming back.
Right.
Sabonis has been instigating Draymond Green the whole series. There was a time where Sabonis was getting boxed out by Green. What did Sabonis do? Pull him down to the ground, act like act like I wasn't doing anything, blah blah. And don't get me wrong, and like MJ, this about me. I'm not a Draymond. Draymond Green's the type of cat that I want on my team, but if he's on the other team, I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like so impartially now, looking at it from like just the enjoyment of a series. Yeah, Draymond Green and the Warriors are getting screwed over.
And I think that's fun Game 3. Like, they really are just incredibly awful on the road. And I don't know why. Obviously, like Steve Kerr said, it's not great to have Draymond Green out. But it's just wild to me that I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking, what would I do if somebody, while I'm trying to run down the court, grabbed my leg and yanked me down? How would I react? I would shake my leg, stomp my leg to get it out of their grasp. I feel like that is a normal reaction. And the thing I had the biggest issue with was the NBA basically saying, yeah, don't do that, Draymond, but this is because you've done it before. That's why we're suspending you. They said it in the press release. They said, due to past incidents, we decided to suspend Draymond for this.
Which is ridiculous.
That's not how this works. This is not accumulating text during a season and you get a suspension. Exactly. This is like, that's not how this works. Exactly. This is an independent incident. And so you're introducing years of bias against a player. Whether or not it's correct, your assumptions, that can be debated.
So
but that's not how a suspension process works. And if it is, that's complete BS.
100%. And if you look, so a player super talented in the NBA playoffs currently, and the game's on right now. His name is Joel Embiid, MVP candidate, potential MVP this year. he has a history of being a jackass during or playoff games and games in general. So if something, there was an incident where he tried kicking. I don't know who it was on Brooklyn, but he tried kicking someone. Is he suspended from that? No. Has he had past transgressions? Yes.
Yeah.
So it needs it, and I get that some things need to be on a case by case basis. However, you can't say it's leaded up. What Draymond Green has done has led up to a point we need to suspend him. Just say what you did was wrong. We're going to suspend you for it.
There's no need to, in a public press release, say it was because he's done bad things before. Like that just makes the NBA, in my opinion, look weak. That they couldn't validate a suspension for specifically that action, but because the public was calling for it, they had to do it, and so they had to come up with another reason. Oh, he's done things like this before. We want to make sure we get the point across.
Oh,
all right, Karen, shut up.
Are we doing conspiracy theories? Are we saying the NBA is a conspiracy theory? We got to add.
I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory. I'm saying they bent to the public will.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
I don't think it's a conspiracy.
3 inches already. We're expecting about 2 more inches.
Yeah, she's talking about Adam Silver. Anyway.
Oh no.
I had to.
Oh no! Hey, just so you guys know, we still want to come out there in the summer to Vegas to.
Oh, absolutely. He don't control that. Albert does.
That's true. That's very true.
I do need to message Albert. That is getting close, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to get out there. We gotta do that. So I'm sorry. So I totally made that but MJ. So I don't know, man. Would you say so much what?
Nothing. Keep going.
I don't know, man. So my question to you now is, what has been? By the way, the Chicago Bulls suck, and they need to blow that team up. It's like the Chicago White Sox, very similar.
Very bad.
Yeah, and go figure. Their owners is the same person. So what has been? You've watched the NBA playoffs, obviously, right?
Yeah.
What has been the most fun about the NBA playoffs that you, for your personal experience watching it? What's been like the storyline that you've been like, okay, this is awesome, I love it.
The Denver Nuggets are disgustingly good. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that when they're not playing like low-level basketball teams.
Okay.
Not to go at the Timberwolves like that.
No, they are though.
You have Nikola Jokic, who is universally known as a top 3 basketball player for the last 3 years, right?
And another MVP potential person.
Right. And then you have Jamal Murray, who can drop 40 at any time. Okay? Anytime you have a combination like that, I love Chris Middleton, but Giannis doesn't have somebody who can drop 40 at any time.
No.
I love Steph Curry, but the rarity of him and Clay both being that hot on the same night is very rare. You just don't see that very often. And I've seen it multiple times, like 2-3 times in the last few weeks, that Jamal Murray just casually goes out there and drops 40. And he does it in the big moments. He does it when it matters most.
Yeah, that's good.
And they learned how to play as a very good basketball team without him.
Agree. No, I agree.
And so him being able to come back, Michael Jr., the opportunity for a year plus to just go up there and jack up shots. And this dude, I don't know if you've seen, I know you're not on TikTok much, Bruce. There's a NBA creator. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he does just like kind of janky looking game reviews, right? He just videotapes the highlights with his phone, right?
Yeah, whatever.
And
That's
his favorite thing is Michael Porter Jr. masterclasses. And what qualifies as a Michael Porter Jr. masterclass, for those of you who aren't aware, is a game where he has 0 assists and takes more than 10 shots.
I love it. But it's true.
And
It's true.
he will just, no hesitation, a shot that nobody else in the game would take. He, no hesitation, will launch that three. And a lot of the time, Bruce, he hits it. He's incredibly efficient on contested shots. And to have a guy like that you can sit on the wing, sit in the corner, he can dribble drive. Like, to have a dude like that behind Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic is just fantastic because he's as tall as KD.
Yeah.
And he can just go up there and launch threes. Yeah. And I don't know the specific number, but I would put pretty good money on the fact that Michael Porter Jr. was top 5 in contested 3-point rate this year. I don't even know if there's a number for that, but if there is, he's top 5 in it.
Okay, wait. All right. So contested 3-point percentage. That's what I'm gonna look at.
That has to be a thing. And Michael Porter Jr. has to be on the top of that list.
The highest. Oh, no shit. So this was from 27 days ago, courtesy of. Sorry, guys. Inappropriate language, but whatever. Piano_finger banger. According to Opta Stats, Michael Porter Jr. has a career 3-point percentage of 49.7 in the month of March. Oh, it's month of March. That's the highest 3-point percentage in any month by any player in NBA history that has shot at least 153s.
It's ridiculous. He just jacks threes every night, and half of them go in.
So, dude,
like, it's not normal, and it's not normal to have that behind a guy who can drop 40 and behind the 2-time reigning league MVP. Huh?
Like they're really good. They are really good, and
they're just so fun to watch.
So what series has intrigued you? Has it been the Nuggets series that's intrigued you the most? Like,
that series don't intrigue me because they're not good. The Timberwolves, to be specific. I don't know. The Philly series isn't. I guess Suns Clippers. But that really doesn't actually intrigue me. It doesn't actually intrigue me.
I've liked it. Yeah, that there. What's weird?
The games aren't exciting. The Kings Warriors games have been exciting.
Dude, I love
those
it.
have been.
It's been awesome.
Entertaining,
angry,
physical, good defense. Yeah, that is playoff basketball.
It's been 90s basketball.
Those have been very entertaining.
It's been 90s basketball.
Bruce, what was the score of the last game? It was it was 114-106, but with like 5 minutes left in the game, it was like 92-88. And I'm like, this is playoff basketball.
Yeah, 114.
Yeah. This is playoff basketball right there.
Dude, that's been so entertaining and so much fun to watch. I think so that series, so to speak on that series has been my favorite to watch. The Suns Clippers series, I've loved that series, man. Dude, that series that's been a really good series. And not only that, but just as I didn't even know my dog was over there. I just saw a random thing in the air and it was her paw, and I was like, the fuck? But no, that's been a great series to watch. There really hasn't been any Eastern Conference series that I've been really entertained by.
Because there was no parity.
Except
in
right
the
now,
Eastern Conference.
Except for right now, when who was that? Clayton? Who was that? I don't know who that was. Was that Clayton? I don't know who that was. It was I don't know their roster very well. The Nets.
Nicholas Claxton.
It was Claxton. Thank you, Clayton. Claxton stepped over Embiid, and Embiid.
Oh yes.
Embiid tried kicking him in the nuts, and I'm like, that's what's up. I love it. I like that competitiveness, that all right, you know what, we're done having AAU friendship. Like, hey man, hey, you play for the Wanabango Rosters or some I don't know, Roosters or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. AAU basketball has kind of transitioned its way into the NBA, and you see that during the regular season. But as soon as the playoffs hit, all of a sudden it's all out the window.
How Joel Embiid has to get suspended for that?
I doubt it. Are you watching it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh my gosh. That was worse than Draymond's one.
It was pretty egregious.
And I'm talking about the other one where Draymond kicked a dude in the nuts.
Oh yeah. So yeah, if you would have connected on that, he would be suspended. So since he didn't connect on it, he's not going to be suspended.
I mean, did he not connect? I guess he hit the inside of his leg.
He didn't connect. If he connected, he'd be over.
Oh, Claxton would be over.
Claxton got claxed.
Yeah. Claxton got.
Oh,
He would be done.
That's true. I like that. It's true. That's someone's MVP. That's 100% true, Jack. Thank you. Hey, you know what though? You know who else? Hey, what the fucking Joel Embiid was trying to kick was Claxton's MVPs.
Yikes.
But, MJ, so before we proceed, not mine. Oh, I gotta post. That's someone's MVP, by the way.
Not mine. I'm reasonable.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, Jack. But I don't know, man. So, God, there was something else. There was something else that I wanted to go at you about. Not go at you, but just like tell you about. But I can't remember what the hell it was. This is what happens when I don't take notes for the
Vegas. Is that what?
No. Yeah, we can talk about. Oh, I did actually want to bring that up to you though. So fuck it, yeah. So I tweeted about this earlier today. Good call. We can make that transition. I didn't make a banner for it, but whatever. Let me give you this. So I tweeted about this earlier, MJ. I don't know if you saw that tweet. I retweeted it from our account as well.
Let me see.
So in the past 10 years, Las Vegas has had or has added the A's, the Aces, the Raiders, the Desert Dogs, the Golden Knights, a Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl, an NFL draft, a Final Four, a Formula One Grand Prix, a college football national championship.
Wow.
Why did it take so previous to that? Why did it take so long for Las Vegas to not be scrutinized? Was it because of gambling? And suddenly,
I think so.
And now suddenly, like, it's become legal in states. So they're like, you know what? We want to be a part of this. We want to do that. Even though, regardless of it being legal or not, that shit was fucking happening. I was betting on, all right, so I don't give a shit. I'll say it. I was betting on March Madness back when I was in high school. Like, junior high even. We didn't care. We were kids. Like, whatever. It's like, so, it's kind of crazy. But that's not my point. I think that the new stadium that the A's get in Las Vegas will not have a possum. MJ, you are an Oakland A's fan. How you feeling about this, buddy?
So here's the thing. I was sad when the Warriors left Oakland because they play in San Francisco now. They're the Golden State Warriors. They still play in the Bay, but they play in San Francisco. They left Oracle Arena, which is right next door to Coliseum. And I would be more sad. But Bruce, I've already gone through the grieving process of the A's leaving because we knew back in 2017 that the A's were going to leave because they stopped taking care of the Coliseum. They stopped working with the city. And the mayor of Oakland said it best. He said, it's very clear now that the A's were only negotiating with us to get a better deal out of Las Vegas.
Exit strategy, guy.
Strategy. So, I mean, from that's like my fan perspective, right? It's sad. It's unfortunate to see them leave the city I grew up watching them in, the money ball, all of that. However, I'm intrigued to see what this might do to their competitive fire or the lack thereof that they currently have. Because you're not going to go play in Las Vegas, Bruce, and just accept being trash.
True.
That's not going to go well. You go to Las Vegas with the intention to get more money, get more fans, get more viewership, and win games. You're never going to see the Raiders tank. That's not going to happen.
But
because they're in Vegas.
Right.
You can't tank.
So what I'll say, I'm not at all saying that these two teams are similar or these two whatever are similar. However, we're seeing the idea of not tanking and always trying to compete in the city of Chicago right now with the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago White Sox. It's you're marred in mediocrity and you are put in a position of what's the word I'm looking for? Come on now. Come on. Sleepless brain.
Purgatory.
Purgatory. Thank you, sir. So that's what they're going to be a part of. So the Raiders aren't going to be good. They're just going to sit there and be a part of purgatory. And you're right, MJ. I completely agree with you. There's never going to be a time that they want to say, okay, we're just going to be like the Chicago Bears in 2022 and just like sit on our hands and trade away assets, potential all-pro players, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Not to say that they're very good anyways, but you catch what I'm
right.
You know what I'm saying. They're never going to do that. And I agree with you. It was the same thing with the A's, the Chicago Cubs. They traded away a whole roster filled with guys that won them the World Series.
Yeah.
So you're never going to see that.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's sad. But the A's have moved multiple times before. They moved from Philadelphia to Kansas City,
True.
Kansas City to Oakland, now Oakland to Las Vegas. So it's not a surprise to me. They moved. I was expecting it. I'm excited to go out there, see an A's game, see Joe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Joe. Shout out to Joe real quick. You celebrated a birthday this week, my guy. Happy birthday.
Yes, that's my dude.
Great guy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with them. It can't make them any worse, Bruce.
Nope.
It can't make them any worse. Maybe they'll have some good players by 2027. Maybe it'll make them start trying to compete so that by the time they move to Vegas in 27, they'll actually have a good team. Who knows? Maybe they'll still be trash. I don't know. I'm still going with the under on wins versus payroll.
Who knows? Oh, yeah. That was last
Who knows?
question. Who knows?
Yeah.
That was last week's question, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, man. But you know what, though? When they go to Vegas, do you think they're going to drive there?
Probably.
Because if they do, they're going to need good insurance.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal. And it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you email Jeff at jeff@mybbig.com, let him know third down. Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, okay. Lady's excited. Let him know that Third Down Thursday sent you. Or you can call him at 464-4544. Oh, I forgot the area code. Anyway, let him know Third Down Thursday sent you. Sorry, I got distracted. Dude, so MJ, you want to hear something kind of crazy? I found this. Sorry, that was terrible transition into fireside chat. We're not even doing it yet, but whatever. I found this ball just randomly at my mom and dad's house, right? Beautiful baseball. Hasn't touched dirt at all. Maybe a little bit. But this ball though was actually a wheeling ball. I don't know if you can see. There you go. You can see Wilson on it, but it's just
I can tell that was a wheeling ball because I know what they looked like.
Yeah, man. So the seams on it are freaking like super high, so that curveball will drop real nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. This is a ball from Wheeling that I found. Crazy, right?
I love that. Yeah, get that front and center, baby. There we go. Oh, those were the good ones too. Those are the good ones.
Yeah, dude. This is the ones that these are sick.
Yeah, those are the best.
And you can fire these too. Like I feel like I threw these harder. Like even when I was like warming up with you guys, sometimes I would throw it harder. And like,
no, you're not wrong.
Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but somebody that pitched that didn't throw as hard, I would throw it back to them, and they'd be like, "Why are you throwing so hard?"
Yeah, you're like, you just don't throw fast. It's fine.
It's like, hey man, you're good. You're a good dude. I like you a lot, but just stop being a pussy.
Damn. That's really funny. So let's start the fireside chat because I have the first topic.
Gotcha, dog.
So the whole Twitter getting rid of legacy verified today, which I first of all think is hilarious.
I didn't even know about any of this.
So okay, so
please enlighten the old man.
So you know how there's Twitter Blue, right?
Yes, of course.
You can pay for certain features. One of them includes a blue check mark.
Correct.
Elon now CEO of Twitter, got rid of OG blue check marks.
Make your asses pay, motherfuckers.
So unless you pay for Twitter Blue, you don't have a check mark. So Rich Eisen, I just saw this. Rich Eisen made his new cover photo, like his header. He made a screenshot of him with a blue check mark.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually.
So his profile doesn't have a blue check mark, but his header is at Rich Eisen blue check mark.
That's pretty good.
So I just love that. And then the funniest thing is there's a couple people on Twitter who still have blue check marks, and they're like, I haven't paid for Twitter Blue, one of them being LeBron James.
Oh, I saw that, and like all of a sudden now.
And Elon responds, and he goes, I paid for a few of them personally. Like, I don't even know how that works, but okay.
Hey, Elon, if you want
Weirdo.
Hey, Elon, if you want to, you can pay for ours. That'd be cool.
Which one? TDT Media?
Yeah, TDT Media. Because I already paid for Third Down Thursdays.
Right.
I didn't pay for my own. Fuck.
Yeah, you're right. I have my own just because I wanted to be able to post longer videos and edit tweets.
True.
And that's I know Joe tweeted today. He's like, I just have this thing so that I can edit tweets. That's all it is.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie because sometimes like I'll have something on my phone and I'll be like, I mean, you know this, I'm notorious for it. I'll put something out there and I'll read it. I'm like, all right, it's all good, whatever.
Yep.
And there's like autocorrect or something like that messes with whatever, and all of a sudden I'll be like, whatever, it'll say something stupid, and immediately I'll get a text from you or I'll get a text from somebody being like, hey man, did you mean to say this? And I look and I'm like, fuck, all right, yeah.
You're like, no,
I didn't mean to say it. I didn't mean to do it. But,
I'm sorry.
But yeah, man. Oh, real quick. Oh, okay. All right.
He remembered what it is.
Oh man, no, this is no. All right, so no, this is a story that I wasn't gonna tell about or talk about. But you know what though? Hey man, I'm totally okay with it. All right, get the clips ready, boys, ladies and gentlemen. Get the clips ready. All right. So while we were at the hospital and like getting ready to have the baby, obviously I was having hospital food. That's what I was eating.
Right.
So I don't know what it was about the hospital food, but it wasn't very good. And it was like, I mean, it was good, but it was like all of a sudden my stomach kind of was like feeling a little like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing that like I was like concerned, nothing concerning at all. So whatever. I was just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Cause usually I'm fairly healthy, so I don't have any like problems.
Right.
So whatever. I wake up at like the time that I did sleep. I woke up at like 3:34 in the morning. This is before the baby was born. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You know, walk into the bathroom, normal things, taking a piss, like whatever. And every once in a while, you know, I've gotten a little older. So, you know, every once in a while when you're taking a piss, like, I mean, shit, I was doing it before I was at my age now. You know, I'd be sitting there taking a piss, feeling good. All of a sudden, little like, you know, fart comes out. I'm like, all right, we're good. You know, whatever. MJ. So, remember those bubbles? I was taking a piss and I was like, "Oh man, I got to fart." Let it rip. I'm like, "Oh no, that's not a fart." Yep, it happened. It happened. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Bruce sharted himself. Dude, it was so funny.
You're out. You're out.
It was so funny, bro. So I obviously like I'm cleaning up. I threw out everything, whatever. But I didn't have a spare set of fucking shorts. So I was sitting there. I'm like, all right, what the fuck do I do now? So I walk out and Celine's hearing like, you know, like the fucking toilet flushing and stuff like that. I walk out and she's like, "Are you okay? What happened?" And I was like, "Yeah, I fucking farted and shit came out." And then I ended up sleeping with a pair of jeans on. I'm fine, obviously. I'm good. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty damn
Time out. Time out.
So the story of my daughter being born includes me sharding myself.
In all my born days, I never thought that on this show we talk about a lot of stuff. And I'm not surprised that the topic of poop came out. But the fact that it came out like that, and I mean that literally, yikes.
Hey, man. I have I have zero care about what people think of me.
I know that, but that's yikes. I mean,
if anyone
just be happy it didn't happen with those pants on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But hey, all I'm gonna say is, people say they've never done it before, but I'm guaranteeing there's a lot of people that have done it before.
My face when Bruce told me this.
Yes. MJ, another great show.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna end on shit talk. Literally.
You and Dylan Brooks, and Paul Pierce.
Hey, I didn't take a fucking.
What a club! What a club, Bruce. How does it feel to be in the same club as Paul Pierce?
Hey, I you know what though? At least I was doing something productive instead of acting like my knee was hurt.
Did you see he was doing an interview on Kevin Garnett's podcast with him and Jason Tatum? And did you see that clip where they were talking about that? And he was like, "Nah, bro, y'all shut up. I hurt my knee. I felt a twinge, da 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 da." And KG was like, yeah, whatever you say, sweetie. It was so funny. The fact that everybody and their mother knows that Paul Pierce had to get carted off because he had to go poo poo. It's hilarious. That poor man.
Hey, man, it happens. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah, but get him cart. Be a man. Just make the run. Everybody's made the run when they have the runs.
The poop run? Hey, man. Or let it rip and fucking clean it up after. That's what I did. Shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to save you all from more talk of this. Just to recap, I will be at the Zurich Classic on Sunday for the final round. Very excited for that. Next week, Thursday night, we are going to do a show for the entire round of the NFL draft. Not sure what exactly that will look like, who will be on it, when they will be on it, but we will get you more details next week. Jackson and I will be in Kansas City. We are flying in on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. Yep. And then more chaos. I just applied to another PGA Tour event. Well, Bruce was telling a story. We're in it. We're going all over the place, and I'm very excited to see what we can do.
Yours truly is back in action now that the baby is born. We can be fucking like jumping on some opportunities now. In fact, speaking of opportunities, Schaumburg Boomers, it's an independent minor league team out by me that I'm going to be looking at and getting into. The Chicago Dogs, shout out to those guys. I've had conversations with their marketing team and some of the people there. So we have some stuff coming down the pipeline at you guys. So and we're in conversations with a higher conglomerate about potentially getting some people on our show and a part of Third Down Thursday. So we got a lot of shit coming your way, baby. Not literally, but figuratively. With that, MJ, your favorite.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Dad.
Ouch. I'm a pops now. I'm a dad now. What?
Dad.